emphasis. Officially beyond the halfway point now. Eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. He's got a gain of 6 there. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
2nd and 4. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. He fires one deep down the left. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Looking slant route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now for Herbert. Pearsall there to grab it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Finding Pearsall. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
From the 26 on 2nd down. That's complete till he gets. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It's tipped away, and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
But both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Jackson now to return it. Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Running for the marker on 2nd. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, and they go right back to him. Jukes out a one-stop. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Cut near the goal line. This offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Another carry for him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 14-7 game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Complete to Pearsall. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Third and just 2 to go. It's Herbert once more. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense, just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right, into a crowd, and oh, intercepted! Max Melton with the INT! And the 49ers are going to take over after the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Home to try. Ready.
Herbert with a blitz coming. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Herbert from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went. We've got 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Here's a give up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They go play action on 1st. That's caught. He found some space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
60 Bobcat, 60, come 19.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get in the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now lead by 10. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the 49ers with 2nd and 6. Back to the well again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Tight end going in motion here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On the move, headed right. Legette's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got Legette. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a 49er 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Second time he's heading there, and throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Throwing it just before halftime. Forced out to his right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He put everything he had into this one. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning the tight end now. From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred.
Go.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds him beyond the marker. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back to the air, Herbert. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Go. Crowd right. Set.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Set. Grenade out. Wide out.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throw on 3rd down. That finds Miller, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Go. Baylor tight. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. It's Herbert once more. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go. Set. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Go.
Herbert throwing again. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ready.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for 2. It's caught. And he is into the end zone for 2. So that right there turns this into a 3-score game. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a throw. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
His running back hauls it in deep right. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Pass play on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
18 ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys trying to end this before the final quarter. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's 49ers football as we enter the 4th of what's been a largely one-sided game. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
21.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Caught by Miller. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. They're set up at the 35 now.
Baylor Tigers. 59, 59. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and goal, right back to him. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. A gain of 2, and after back-to-back runs fail, it's 4th and goal. Play action now for Herbert. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing from near his own goal line. Completed to his running back. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Play action on first down. Hits his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They go play action on first. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Looking right, and he finds him. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tack on 7 more to their lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Set. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. 16 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Now give left side. And this one does not go far. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 48. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he goes out a little short of the 40. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Lion.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Fourth and forever coming up.
Set.
Putting the tight end in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they pick him off again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Cowboys get it back on his 6th interception of the season. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds his back complete. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. He's on the move. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Still sticking with the passing game. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Go!
Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Street! Ready.
Running this one left. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
Go. Home to try.
Back to the air, Herbert. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Kaplan. Really?
On 3rd down, Herbert. Pearsall there to grab it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Herbert throwing again. Hits him on the out route. He's still going at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Set.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
Now Herbert again. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The 49ers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. 49ers to the line. Here comes another 2-point attempt. And this is cut for 2. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown.
49ers 26.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Cowboys take the win here in